YouTube? Bergson here. What you've probably seen from my YouTube channel so far has been a couple Call of Duty clips and some Division gameplay. And I'm hoping to come back to YouTube and change that. The plan is to start playing some more League of Legends. I've been playing League of Legends since 2016. 2016, because that was Season 6. I started playing League of Legends during Season 6 as a mid laner. I used to play a lot of Talia, or not Talia, Ari, some Lux, and then I picked up Azir. And since Season 6, I've been playing a lot of Azir. I throw a couple Ari games in there, some TF, Ryze, Orianna, that kind of stuff. I'm not really an assassin player, more of a control mage player, but lately I've definitely been more of a Azir one trick. I have over 250,000 mastery points on Azir, and definitely when I started playing, I was definitely getting better on Azir and basically felt really good on him. But the past couple seasons, he hasn't been all that great. I haven't wanted to play much League because of Azir not being as great, and it's kind of been a downfall of mine. I started switching over, jump between Counter-Strike and League of Legends. So now the plan is to actually hop back into playing some League of Legends, especially with preseason just starting. So it seems like a perfect time to just start and seeing what I can do, uploading videos, and seeing how far we can get onto. This is just going to be strictly an Azir account. It's going to be Azir to Diamond. It's the name on the account. I'm going to switch you guys over so you can see my room page that I'm currently rocking. The account. Azir to Diamond up here. Room page we're currently sticking with is with the new change to Conqueror. Now you're going to Conquer a Triumph, Legend of Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Domination Tree Second with Taste of Blood, Ravenous Hunter, Attack Speed, Adaptive Force, and MR or Armor depending on matchup. I can still run, the go-to keystone for Season 9 was Lethal Tempo. Some people ran Electrocute and Airy and Comet. Me being a one-trick, or me being an Azir player, I followed more Azir one-tricks, Azir players, some pro players that played Azir, even though they ran some Electrocute and Airy and Comet in some of those pro games as well. Lethal Tempo is definitely thought of as to be the best rune for Azir since the rune changes. Used to be Thunderlords before, obviously all that got changed and there's no more Thunderlords anymore. So, the plan is to hopefully play some Azir with Conqueror and get through preseason, play as much as I can, new build pass. Sorry, my sun's kind of bright, can't really see, keep blinking. But anyway, we're going to play a bunch of Azir, mid lane as much as I can, top lane if I get it, can put top secondary, and bot lane if I get autofilled bot lane. We'll play Azir bot lane as well. I can fill jungle, I can fill support, I can play all roles. Maybe not as well as I play mid. I have a wide champion pool, which I know is said by most people if you want to climb and get better at the game. It's not a good idea, but I always like learning new things, learning new champions, and getting better at the game in general. I do have basic game knowledge. I think my knowledge is good enough to get me into Diamond. Plat is obviously on the table. I can definitely hit Plat if I played more than what I did. Currently only has 60 games this season, maybe 60, somewhere between 60 and 80 games this season. But it's definitely not a whole heck of a lot. 26 of those were on Azir, 56% win rate. And I think if we put the time back into what I did when I first started playing Azir in Season 6, I definitely can get back to the point, or get better than what I was at the time. I understand a lot more of the game. I have a better understanding of how things work in League of Legends now. Definitely watched a lot of coaches. LS, I watched a lot of his content and stuff. He says you should play a lot of Annie, but I just kind of stuck to playing Azir because Annie doesn't seem that fun to me. She's more straightforward, but Azir's just been my guy. Not necessarily the best champion considered by most. We can pull up his stats here as of right now. This is Plat Plus patch 9.22. And this is just bad. This is where Azir's at, as of right now. He's 42nd mid laners in win rate. It's a 46.61% win rate, and a 0.61% play rate. Now, obviously, none of that's very good. changed so much since Season 6 and Season 7 when he was considered one of the top mid laners. He is definitely mechanically difficult. Definitely takes a little more skill to play than Annie. But it's something I started playing in Season 6. I definitely have a bunch of mechanics down. Still a little bit rusty. I played a couple of games with new patch 9.23, obviously. Conqueror Rampage. Feels really good. So we're going to see, as long as nothing goes too crazy and they don't change Conqueror all that much, or they don't change Azir because it's too strong on Azir, the goal is to just get this account up to Diamond. If I don't hit Diamond, it's no big deal. The plan is obviously to hit Diamond with it being Azir to Diamond, but Platinum is obviously an option. I finished last season, Gold 2. Let's pull this up real quick. I finished last season, Gold 2, 40 some LP, 45 LP Gold 2, with 41 wins. And I think my win rate for the season was only 47%, but I had 41 wins, 47 losses, and 26 games on Azir with a 56% win rate. So the play so I definitely have a positive win rate on Azir, and I played a couple Ari games and a couple Karma games in there, so that win rate is obviously better if I play champions I've actually played before. Like I said, a bunch being on Azir, so I think if I put as much time into playing Azir as I did before, we can definitely get to Diamond, at least Plat for sure. So hopefully Season 10 you can see, or this whole preseason, all Season 10, you can see more content from me. Probably going to be Azir gameplay. I can do patch notes. I watch a lot of more. I prefer watching patch notes more than doing them. It's kind of hard for me to. I can't really think of a way to do them different than somebody else does. You have Freak that does patch notes, and he does all the math and stuff for the patch notes. LS just kind of does the coach breakdown for the competitive side. I guess I can do a casual side to the patch notes, and but I'm only a gold player, so my opinion is going to be different than a challenge player that does patch notes. I don't know if any of them do. I know I watch a lot of Mid Beast. I go off of Mid Beast patch notes. Mid Beast always has Azir and shit tier on his patch notes, but eh. Uh, he still knows what he's talking about when it comes to that. He does a lot of breakdowns on mids like Dopa and uh, Baba. Yeah, it's mostly a lot of breakdowns on Dopa. But yeah, so hopefully you can come here for some Azir content. I can do some mid lane content in general. I can play other stuff. It's not just Azir, but I'll probably play it on another account. Uh, all my accounts are around Gold Elo. I have this one at Gold 2, and my two other accounts, one's a support account that's sitting at Gold 4, and I have another account that's sitting at Gold 4 as well. So I can play on that one if you guys want to see some other mid lane content. But this one is going to be my primary climbing account. It's going to be strictly Azir. Mid, top, bot lane. If Azir gets banned, we're going to play anyway. We're going to play some Orianna, Ryze, Ahri if needed, Talia if needed. And that's the plan. So hope to see you around. I do have a Twitch. Not necessarily streaming as much, but if the stream does go, I do occasionally stream. Twitch.tv/Berkson. I will be in the description below. So if you want to come check me out when I go live, feel free to do that. I would love to have you there. Do try to interact with the chat as much as I can. I am kind of raw when it comes to streaming and videos in general, so my editing might be a little bit choppy. Definitely new to this whole thing. Not exactly the best with my editing software quite yet. Don't have an intro, don't have an outro, but we'll get there. Just bear with me. Come along for the ride with me. Share it with your friends and your league followers. Just hope to see you again, and that'll be it. I'll see ya.